Williamson High School. The kids were making smoke bombs because it was Friday. And a man in a suit came into the room. And he looked around and he saw the silver nitrate or potassium nitrate and the kids with their mortars and pestles, and I assumed I was in trouble. But he walked over to me and he said, I know how to make one with purple smoke. So I said, well, do it. And whoever you are, you know. It turned out he was the new physics teacher. He was going to be starting Monday. And so he's mixing these chemicals, iodine and glycerin, in this big beaker. Big as a beaker. We had nothing's happening, so he's adding more, and he's adding more. All the kids are watching, and then, you know, finally it starts to kind of bubble. Like something from the Toxic Avengers, you know? And then it starts like spewing this like purple smoke, and turns out it was like iodine gas, and it's toxic. So we had to evacuate, and I'm thinking this could be interesting. Because let me frame this up for you. I was 29 and I wanted a husband. I had Weight Watchered it down to a size 8, you know? This was my window. At the time, I was dating 2 guys. Classic dilemma. Women, you will understand this. There was Bob. Buttoned down, majoring in engineering, always on time. My mother called him a catch. But being with him felt like waiting for an elevator. And the other guy was Dave. Yeah, baby, you've been there. Yeah, Dave was a drummer. He never actually made dates with me. It was more like, babe, see you when I see ya. But he made me feel some kind of way. Neither of them were really good marriage material, so when Austin, purple smoke bomb guy, showed up, this could work. This is a bad boy with a pension plan. So as we're ushering the kids outside, I'm trying to catch his eye doing the hot girl hair flip. Let me back up a little bit and tell you how I ended up teaching chemistry in the first place. Chemistry wasn't my passion, it wasn't my dream, but I wasn't raised by like follow your stars kind of parents, you know? I was raised by parents who said get a teaching certificate to fall back on. You know, so in college, I was in college, you don't even want to know how many years to get an undergraduate degree. I couldn't pick a major, like, should I follow my bliss? You know, well, what if my bliss leads me down a dark alley? You know, I knew this could happen because there were always like folk singers and artists like crashing on our couch when I was growing up because my non-bliss following parents kept a roof over our head. So I majored in chemistry because I thought chemistry majors get jobs. Problem was I hadn't thought it through. Chemistry majors get jobs as chemists. I'm a terrible chemist. I don't measure, you know. It's like that's about a mole, you know. Back on. So I started teaching science, and you know, Mr. Winter started teaching next door, and it was great because my labs never worked, and you know, the kids would be like, "Go get Mr. Winter." happily ever after. Like this is a Meg Ryan movie, but you know that's not what happened. Grow up, you know. Or, I'm not to say it was an unmitigated disaster, but it's not a Woody Allen movie either. It's just life. And some days I think I'm the luckiest woman in the world, and some days I think, what was I thinking? Because the truth is, I'm going to be 60, and I still can't pick a major. Thank you.
That's Marjorie.